Oh, Ricky, we just wanted to call you to let you know we're back to work on our annual campaign drive for our disabled officers. Disabled officers, Ricky, are officers that have been seriously injured in the line of duty that are prevented from going back into the workforce due to serious injury in the line of duty.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You know, when these officers get put in a wheelchair, instead of just retiring, let's paint that wheelchair black and white. We'll put some lights on that thing, and we'll get them back on the street.
You know, Ricky, me and you both wish that'd be possible, but they wouldn't be able to fight crime like officers do nowadays. And in order to provide...
Well, you ever seen that movie RoboCop?
Yes, I have, Ricky. And you know, as advanced as we are, and I know our government's 100 years ahead of the regular citizen. I know that.
Yeah, how do you know that?
I know that, Ricky. Every normal citizen of the United States of America, Ricky, should know that our government is ahead of even our police force.
They have some secret technology.
They have some secret technology, Ricky, that is 100 years ahead of us.
So you're telling me in 1904 that the president, he had like an MP3 player and shit?
He probably had an MP3 player. He probably had a flat screen TV, and he was communicating via satellite.
Probably internet.
100 years ago, he was
downloading the internet porn.
Exactly.
Oh, man.
And Ricky, and I know, it's troubling as U.S. citizen to hear this information, and you know, I'm a U.S. citizen myself, and I uphold the government.
The Constitution.
I uphold the Constitution.
You think George Bush has one of them, like beam things from Star Trek?
No, I seriously doubt that they're that far ahead, Ricky.
You think he's beaming around?
The furthest ahead that we've gotten is to have the Russian space station, and to tell you the truth, the Russians were ahead of us, Ricky, in the space race.
Right.
We are the major nuclear power.
Right.
And I'm kind of scared of that, Ricky. Nuclear power doesn't mean anything.
No.
You lay one nuclear bomb, and the size that we have now, Ricky.
Right.
One nuclear weapon that we launch against Russia is the strength of 20 of the nuclear bombs. Of nuclear weapons we launched on Hiroshima or Nagasaki.
My Lord. There's no government microchips or anything in there, though.
Not at all, Ricky. Not at all.
It's not like the return envelope. You know, when I lick it, it's not going to insert some nanobot into my mouth.
Absolutely not, Ricky.
Because you know they can do that.
I know they can do that, Ricky. And most likely they'll probably ask you to go in for an operation in the hospital where you need some critical surgery to correct your impairment in life, and they'll add something extra to you there.
Like an extra nut or something.
Yeah,
extra testicle.
Ricky, I promise you, this is strictly on an honor system. We ask you to send back your check or money order 3 or 5 days. 3 or 5 days later, we provide you with a self-addressed envelope. All you have to do is stick a stamp on it, throw it back in the mail. They don't even need to know who it comes from, Ricky.
Right, I'm going to wear rubber gloves when I do that.
Ricky, that's not a problem.
You think that's smart?
Ricky, that's all up to you.
All right.
That's all up to you. If you want to wear, if you're that worried,
I am.
You can wear rubber gloves. And tell the truth, Ricky, I'm a normal U.S. citizen.
Right.
I own a handgun. I'm not an officer myself.
What kind of handgun do you got?
The officers. I have a 9mm, and I went through the government to get it.
Right.
And I filed under the Brady Bill law. I had to wait for my 5-day permit and everything. I had to get my handgun legally.
What kind do you got?
I got a 9mm Taurus.
I got a 9mm Sig Sauer.
That's a great gun. Tell you the truth, honestly, officers are not always there to protect you. They can't always come when you call 911, and you might think that maybe the officers are abandoning you, or maybe they're just ignoring you. And Ricky, if it wasn't for our officers in this country, there would be
chaos. It'd be
chaos.
Anarchy.
Anarchy, Ricky. It would be anarchy.
You ever shoot at anybody?
Chaos. Excuse me?
You ever shoot at anybody?
I've never had to, and I thank God for that.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I thank God for that. I bought my weapon for self-defense only. I don't go out and do house robberies or anything.
Nothing like that.
I work for law enforcement. I provide financial aid to families of officers that have been seriously injured or killed in the line of duty. I'm a professional fundraiser. I would look...
You ever take that gun out and tell someone to donate at gunpoint?
Never.
You'd never do that?
We do everything... We do everything by the telephone.
Right.
We call all of our residents once each year. It's not like that, Ricky. We can't force anyone to support law enforcement. This is something you will have to want to do yourself to perform.
Deep desire inside of you.
You think if we sent you out that support envelope for a $15 donation a few weeks down the road, you could handle a tax-deductible donation?
I think I could probably handle it. I got a gun. I can handle a lot.
Well, we appreciate that support, Ricky.